Hi, my name is Corbin McMillan, and in the previous entrepreneur assignment, I chose Pandora as my entrepreneurial company. Here we're going to talk about the entrepreneurial qualities, which include passion, product/consumer focus, tenacity, and execution intelligence. Passion. Passion for the business is something Pandora and Tim Westergren never lacked. He constantly had the ability to learn and iterate. He had the ability to overcome setbacks and the perseverance and persistence to get through it when the going gets tough. Now, I personally have a passion for life and for personally Asian studies, which I switched universities my junior year in order to come up to UNA in order to follow my passion to try and help Asian cultures come over to the United States and start up and make it a more cultural place to be in, especially in Alabama where we don't have much. But I personally have the passion for a business if I were ever to start one that had to do with Asian cultures. But Pandora really showed that despite all of the money issues and employees, they came through it strong and true. The next is product customer focus. Pandora was asked the questions, does a firm have good products with the capabilities to satisfy customers? Does a firm have the diligence to spot product opportunities and to see them through completion? Now, from the get-go, Pandora was absolutely fantastic in developing a product that their customer wanted now. It was in such high demand during the early 2000s, and Tim was able to see what the demand was and act upon it. Now, he may have struggled in the beginning, but after he finished everything in 2004, he succeeded far beyond anything. I personally slightly struggle with the product consumer focus. Now, if I were to create the business that I would want to create that deals with Asian cultures completely and utterly, I know there is a customer basis for Asian consumers that are American and or other ethnicities, which is what I would try and do if I were to create my own business. And I know for a fact, since I am part of the customer base, that there is a customer base, and I know how to fulfill the needs they need to fill if I was ever put in that position. Tenacity despite failure, which means the possibility of failure exists and setbacks and failures inevitably occur. Now, this happened so much in the beginning for Pandora with their lack of money and asking their employees to give their time and efforts and without pay, and because of the tenacity that they brought, just blew away people who researched Pandora. And a lot of people don't know what they had to go through and what these employees saw and the vision they saw. I personally have the tenacity, if I was ever an entrepreneur, to go after my dreams. Nothing has ever set me back. I've chased after every dream I've wanted, and I still am constantly trying to do what I want in life. And failure is always going to happen no matter what, but you take those failures and you learn from them. It's not something that just stops you, it's something that you grow from. Now, Tim Westergren had an execution intelligence from the very beginning. He was already able to fashion an idea into a viable business, but he needed other employees to help him along the way, which, in the end, he was the first to go without pay, and the employees agreed to this for two reasons. First, they believed in Pandora and its idea. They also believed that Pandora would ultimately raise money and become a successful business, so they put their trust and faith in Tim no matter what. They also felt a sense of responsibility for one another. These employees looked out for one another and wanted to make Pandora a greater place. Now, I would be like Tim if I was an entrepreneur in a new business trying to start up, because I need other people to help me cultivate ideas and to help me create business models and put things together through creativity and thought and translation. Other ways for an entrepreneur to succeed is through versatility, open-mindedness, and decisiveness. I personally, in my job now, have to be versatile in order to adapt to the changes around me. I also have to be open-minded in order to see where my other employees are coming from and make sure that they get what they need out of their job, and make sure I'm doing my job in effectively coordinating with them. And then decisiveness. You have to be decisive in order to make the final decision if you are the leader and the entrepreneur for this. So these are just a couple other ways that you can succeed in being an entrepreneur that weren't obviously mentioned in Pandora, but they obviously have this as well. An entrepreneur is a hard job to take on, but with all of these skills and abilities, anyone can be one.